Welcome to the journey of building self-confidence through the ageless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. This philosopher, in his meditations that transcend centuries, invite us to discover ourselves and forge self-confidence. Let's embark on this journey of self-knowledge and discovery, guided by the words that echo through time. In the process of developing solid self-confidence, the first step is to delve into self-knowledge. It is crucial to understand the complexity of oneself, exploring virtues, limitations and values that shape one's personality. As we dedicate ourselves to this inner journey, self-confidence arises naturally, anchored in the full consciousness of the self, as Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, stated. True happiness is for those who cultivate their own inner virtue. This wisdom perfectly applies to building self-confidence. Recognizing and nurturing inner virtues is a vital process to strengthen self-confidence. Each positive quality identified serves as a solid foundation for self-confidence. At the same time, it is essential to face limitations honestly. Marcus Aurelius also reminds us that we have power over our mind, not over external events. By understanding this power, we find strength. Aware of personal limitations, we have a conscious mastery over the mind, providing an inner strength that faces any external challenges. Accepting weaknesses is a journey toward resilient confidence. The identification and definition of core values represents another crucial step. As Marcus Aurelius proclaims, much of what we do is unnecessary. Many of our words and actions do not contribute to virtue. This teaching highlights the importance of aligning actions with authentic values. By living in accordance with meaningful principles, self-confidence strengthens, boosting coherence between thoughts, words, and actions. In short, the journey to self-confidence, inspired by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, is a profound exploration of self-knowledge. By understanding inner virtues, facing limitations with courage, and living according to authentic values, we build a self-confidence that not only endures, but also becomes a guiding light in the midst of life's adversities. Starting the journey to build self-confidence in light of Marcus Aurelius' principles requires not only inner knowledge, but also acceptance of what cannot be modified. Understanding that there are uncontrollable elements in life is key to strengthening self-confidence. Marcus Aurelius expressed this wisdom by saying that happiness for those who depend on external things is always in motion, as they rarely live up to our expectations. When we assimilate the idea that there are aspects of life that escape personal control, self-confidence is nourished by serenity. Focusing on the spheres of influence and calmly accepting what escapes the individual domain is a valuable lesson. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, we cannot have a small heart and expect great things. Greatness lies in acceptance, in the ability to humbly embrace the limitations of the universe and focus energies on transforming what is within our reach. Deliberate attention to what can be shaped and serene acceptance in the face of the uncontrollable form the foundations of this resilient mindset. Marcus Aurelius, in stating that the best way to take revenge is to be completely different from the person who caused the wound, highlights internal transformation as a powerful response to external circumstances. Accepting the inevitable does not denote weakness, but rather maturity and self-confidence, opening a solid path for personal development. By assimilating the teachings of Marcus Aurelius about accepting what cannot be changed, building self-confidence gains a new perspective. This approach, permeated by serenity in the face of contingencies, not only strengthens inner confidence, but also reveals the true strength that lies in the acceptance and conscious transformation of what is within our reach. As guided by the wise teachings of Marcus Aurelius, a crucial aspect is to direct attention to the present. Reducing anxiety about the future and detaching yourself from the bonds of the past are fundamental precepts to strengthen self-confidence. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, we should not waste our remaining time in vain thoughts or useless lamentations. Focusing on the present implies cultivating a full awareness of the here and now by identifying opportunities for growth in the present moment. The eagerness to enjoy the present, recognizing that we already have enough, is essential. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius resonates in building self-confidence, suggesting that what is necessary for progress is within our immediate reach. Continuous learning is another key piece in this puzzle. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, Marcus Aurelius encourages us to learn from those experiences. Accepting the lessons the past offers without allowing mistakes to shape self-image is essential. By following the wise principles of Marcus Aurelius, the commitment to constant personal development is a fundamental pillar. Cultivating self-confidence is not only recognizing who we are, but also who we can become. Marcus Aurelius points out that he who has not learned is similar to the man who has not heard. This resonates powerfully in the context of personal development, indicating that continuous learning is crucial to seeking improvement. The intrinsic willingness to learn, grow, and challenge oneself regularly is emphasized by Marcus Aurelius in stating that it is madness to hate all roses because one has pricked you. Addressing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth is key. Turning each obstacle into a step towards progress contributes not only to the development of skills, but also to the strengthening of self-confidence. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to understand that the universe is constantly changing, and our life is shaped by our thoughts. This perspective highlights the importance of actively shaping the mind to drive personal development. Self-confidence is nurtured when we realize that control over thoughts and the ability to adapt are key elements in the process of continuous improvement. Taking on challenges even in the face of imperfections is a demonstration of courage and self-confidence, as Marcus Aurelius reminds us. The willingness to face the unknown, learn from each experience and persist in the pursuit of excellence are elements that, according to Marcus Aurelius, solidify self-confidence in constant evolution. Therefore, the building of self-confidence, in line with the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, is intrinsically linked to the ongoing commitment to personal development and the ability to face challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but rather as opportunities for growth. By expressing that the man who moves mountains begins by carrying small stones, Marcus Aurelius guides us to understand that overcoming begins in small daily actions. Facing each challenge with determination, according to the Stoic perspective of Marcus Aurelius, challenges us to face adversity as springboards for development. He points out that we must focus our energy on the things that are in our power, choices, desires, and aversions. Self-confidence thrives when we commit to seizing opportunities and facing difficulties with resilience in the face of life storms. Marcus Aurelius proclaims that adversity is like a strong wind that takes away from us all that is superficial, revealing what really matters. He points out that trials have the power to reveal the true essence. By embracing obstacles as drivers of self-knowledge, resilience becomes an ally in the journey of building self-confidence. Determination, according to Marcus Aurelius, is the strength that enables us to overcome any adversity, and is often a powerful remedy in the face of afflictions. Personal responsibility plays a crucial role in the principles of Marcus Aurelius. Taking full responsibility for actions and decisions is a key step in strengthening self-confidence. He reminds us that we cannot choose external circumstances, but we can always choose how to respond to them. Recognizing that true autonomy lies in the conscious response to situations highlights responsibility as the foundation of this choice. Taking personal responsibility is not just admitting mistakes, but an ongoing commitment to self-reflection and growth. Marcus Aurelius' assertion that everything that happens to us is a result of what we become underscores that by accepting responsibility for our past actions, we gain the power to actively shape our present and, consequently, our future. Self-confidence flourishes when we realize that even in the face of external circumstances, we have control over how we choose to respond. Personal responsibility is not just a passive acceptance, but an invitation to constructive action. In affirming that moral excellence is an object of effort, not luck, Marcus Aurelius points out that building self-confidence is an active enterprise. The constant pursuit of moral excellence requires conscious decision-making and actions aligned with core values. This consolidates personal responsibility as a propulsive engine of self-confidence. Acceptance of responsibility is not only limited to successes, but also resilience in the face of failures. Facing the consequences of decisions with courage and learning from challenging experiences is a demonstration of responsibility that nurtures self-confidence. It is therefore an opportunity for personal development and the strengthening of internal confidence. Marcus Aurelius' teachings offer valuable wisdom in stressing the importance of accepting impermanence. Understanding that everything in life is fleeting, including difficult moments, becomes an essential foundation for consolidating self-confidence. By affirming that all nature is change and nothing remains eternally the same, Marcus Aurelius guides us to embrace the fluidity of existence and adopt a calmer perspective in times of uncertainty. To accept impermanence is to recognize that difficulties, however intense, are fleeting. In saying that adversity is like a strong wind that strips us of the superficial and makes us see what really matters, Marcus Aurelius points out that challenges have the power to reveal true priorities. Seeing adversity as opportunities to deepen understanding of yourself strengthens self-confidence, providing an inner anchor during life's storms. The quiet perspective in the face of impermanence is not a passive resignation, but rather an invitation to conscious adaptation. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make of it. In this statement lies the suggestion that by shaping our thoughts in the face of the constant mutation of life, we can directly influence our experience. Self-confidence is strengthened when it is understood that, even in the face of transience, the capacity for conscious response is a constant. The practice of accepting impermanence not only promotes resilience, but also makes room for personal growth. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that change is the law of life, and he who looks only to the past or present is destined to lose the future. Accepting the fluidity of time not only frees us from the burden of the past, but also allows the conscious construction of the future. Self-confidence, in this context, is fueled by the understanding that every moment, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity to evolve. The journey to build self-confidence, guided by the solid principles of Marcus Aurelius, reveals itself as a continuous search for the balance between self-knowledge, resilience, personal responsibility, constant development, and acceptance of impermanence. By understanding the complexity of oneself, facing challenges with resilience, taking responsibility for actions and decisions, seeking constant improvement, and accepting the transience of life, confidence becomes not only a quality, but a way of being.